今からやるゲームは ABC 殺人事件です。アガサ・クリスティ原作のエルゲール・ポアロシリーズかなの、なんとか ABC 殺人事件が、ゲームになってたので、やろうかななんていうわけですね。はい。よし。じゃあ、実は30分だけ遊んでるので、これですね、ニコニコで実況してたんだけど、プレミアムの期限が切れちゃったので、こっちでやることにしました。よいしょ、しばらく。で、あっちのゲームなんで、海外のゲームなんで、×が丸ボタンで、丸が×ボタンで、そういうとこもちょっと慣れないんですけどね。やっていきましょう。とか言いながら、ちょっと今、グラブルをしないとね、いけないから。島ハードだけ突破させて。はい。確かまだ本当に始めたばっかで、1個前戻りますね。殺人現場、大規模な殺人が起きたところなんですけど、まだまだ最初の方です。で、レジにね、パズルみたいなのがあって、それを解いて、今ここまで来たというところですね。はい。じゃあ、調べていきましょう。机かな？机に何かあるようですよ。変な箱ですね。板をスライドさせ、開けるようです。インタラクト。パズルか。あれかな。見てると謎のへこみ的なものがあるのかな。何か口を合わせています。インタラクト。どう見てもただのティッシュ箱にしか見えないんですけどね。そうではないみたいですね。ほいっと。ちょっと待って。マジでグラブルのレジガチャでアンとなんだっけ、お月の男の子みたいなの、この前のイベントの来てるんだけど、
It is blocked.
何が邪魔してる。あら、今音がしたかな。気のせいですかね。
It is blocked.
ああ、そういうことか。逆に底面を見てみましょうかね。これで掴んで動かすことができるみたいですね。こうですかね。掴んで動かす。掴んで動かす。掴んで動かす。ボタンですね。ボタンかな。
This button appears to
この
activate
ボタ
the
ンを押すと何か仕
mechanism.
掛けが動くようです。さあ、押したのかな。インタラクト。ちょっと操作になれないですね、やっぱまだ。インタラクト。 この手のゲームは喋りながらやると何がいいっていろいろと情報がまとまってくれるところですよね、頭の中で。いや、こんなところにあったか。インタラクト、これを何度も繰り返す感じかな。上は塞がってんのかな。
It is
めっ
blocked.
ちゃ余してます。おそらく対面ですよね、こういうのって対面にあるんじゃないかな。ここが開きない。インタラクト。はい、動かし、戻っちゃった。動かして、あらららららら。カチャン。インタラクト。これをずっと繰り返すが良さそうですね。次ここですね、インタラクト。ポチッと。
That should do it.
これで動くでしょう。ガラガラガラっと。さあ、中に何があるのかな。
Who is this young woman?
この若い女性は誰でしょうか。裏に文字が書いてますね。文字が。
To my dear Aunt Alice, married Robert.
メアリと。
Have you found anything?
The victim has a niece. We must find her.
他のものも見てみましょうかね。鏡を見て。
This interior is very simple.
内容はとてもシンプル。シスターセットも古いストーブ。あまり暮らし向きが豊かではなさそうです。
Mrs. Asher lived very simply.
さあ、ここですね、次は。あ、ここはもう見たんだっけ。もう一回ちょっと見てみようか。考察、もう一個あってこと。インタラクト。これは一体
These drawings appear to be attached to the chest of
明らか
drawers.
に取り付
They
けら
won't
れてい
move.
ません。これが一番怪しいですね。
Such a pretty decoration should be at the center of the motif to respect the symmetry.
この美しい模様を真ん中に持ってこないといけませんね。こういうことですかね。
The wooden flower is preventing the circle from turning.
ほう。
The wooden flower is preventing the circle from...
動かしますね、ここまで。そしてこれを回していく。 れをベースに
The wooden flower is preventing the circle from turning.
真ん中まで置いて外を回す。もう一回回しましょうかね。よし。で、これを掴んで中に持ってって、
The wooden flower is preventing the circle.
なかなか難しいんですけど、こうかな、こうかな。違うね。これなかなか難しいんだけど、どないしよう。
The wooden flower is preventing the...
That
The wooden flower is...
うっせえわ、知ってるわ。
The wooden flower is preventing the circle from turning.
ちょっと一回最初からやり直そうと思う、パズルを。でもう一回見てみましょうね。考察。
It is blocked.
何かがブロックしてます。
Such a pretty decoration should be at the center of the motif to respect the symmetry. The wooden flower is preventing the circle. The wooden flower. wooden flower is pre...
で、これをこうかな。
The wooden flower is... The wooden flower is pre... The wooden flower is prevent...
ちょっと操作性が悪いのが気になるんだけど、さっきからなかなかストレスフルな動きをしますね。さあどうする。
The wooden flower is preventing the... The wooden flower is pre... The wooden flower is...
こうじゃなさそうなんだよね。
The wooden flower is preventing the circle from turning.
けそうじゃない？長さ足りんか。
The wooden flower is... The wooden flower is...
つながらん。くそ。手がかり使うか。
The wooden flower is...
くそ、わからんな。
The wooden flower is... The wooden flower is preventing... The wooden flower is... 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 The wooden flower. The wooden flower is. The wooden flower is preventing. The wooden flower is
合わねえな。
The wooden flower is The wooden flower is wooden flower is... The wooden flower is The wooden flower is prevented. The wooden flower is... The wooden flower... The wooden flower is... I've finished with this subject. The motive is definitely not financial gain. There is no sign of a struggle, and the till has not been forced or emptied. Mrs. Asher was killed here. The absence of marks in the shop and the regular shape of the blood stains indicated beyond a doubt. The murderer deliberately left behind this ABC as a signature. The absence of fingerprints and the fact that it is open at letter A for Andover leaves little doubt. I've finished with this subject. Such a pretty decoration should be at the center of the motif to respect the symmetry. I heard a faint sound as if something was unlocked. It is blocked. These drawings appear to be... It is blocked. It is blocked.
頂点にくちばしがきますね。はい。OK。次これ。もう一回見てみましょう。
These drawings appear
頂
to be...
点に、頭がきてますね。頂点に頭。OK。もう一個ぐらいあるんじゃない？下に頭がきてますね。下に頭ですね。OK。まあこれでいいんじゃない？じゃあ。あら、開かない。左下に頭がきますね。頭かなあれは。わかんないけど。はい。来ました。インタラクト。これは何でしょうかね。
Medicine.
薬です。
Laudanum-based cough medicine, Mrs. Asher, and Dover Morley Laboratory, London. It's strange to find such an elaborate medicine from a leading London laboratory in the home of such a modest woman.
これはカルテでしょうかね。
From Mr. Adam Flint, Royal Bank, Eastfield Road, Andover. To Mrs. Alice Asher, 5 Bishops Road, Andover. Dear Mrs. Asher, further to your request of 12 February 1935, I have informed my superiors of your wish to apply for a loan to acquire the lease of the shop you rent from Mr. Fairfax. Despite the seriousness of your case, I regret to inform you that your request has been denied. The amount of your personal contribution, £11, is not high enough and represents too small a part of the final transaction. I remain at your disposal for any questions. Adam Flint. Mrs. Asher's meager savings were not enough for her to own the tobacco shop, but will largely cover her funeral costs.
じゃあ他にもまだあるかな。
I think I've looked everywhere here.
店の
Let us
周
see
り
if I can find any more.
はい。よしちょっとね、パズルがね、クリアできなかったのは不本意ですね。手のパズルはすっげえなんか難しかったのかと、まあ、操作がやりにくかった点もあって、なかなかストレスポイントでしたね。こんなところに人がいますよ。
4p a lettuce, a lovely large lettuce, 4p only.
これは多分ここの
A bottle of poor quality vinegar. The smell could awaken the dead.
人でしょうね。ここの家の
I'll be with you in a few minutes, sir.
少し待ってくれませんか。
Strawberries, 6p a pound.
パウンドっていう単位系には慣れませんね。なんかこう馴染みがないと言いますか。
Strawberries, get your delicious strawberries here.
Dash! A puddle. How clumsy.
ああ、水たまりがあった。おや
4p a lettuce, a lovely large lettuce.
This is a really cutthroat neighborhood. Anyone could have committed the crime. Dash! A puddle. How clumsy.
Strawberries, 6p a pound.
This woman appears to be a smoker.
これさ、喫煙者のようです。消されたタバコ。焦げやったかな。入りたらわかりますね。そして、マッチですね、これは。
She's a big smoker. She must have been a customer at the tobacco
使っ
shop.
ていったに違いない。なるほど。
How much are your lettuce, please?
A lettuce? That'll be 5p, kind sir.
And what if I take 2?
Well, 2 are 10p, so what do you want?
Nothing, thank you. They do not look very fresh. Did you know Alice Asher well?
And for starters, who are you?
I'm Hercule Poirot, the detective.
You're foreign, that's for sure, with your accent and your odd way about you. And you're here about Alice's murder, I suppose. Well, I've nothing to say to you.
Did you speak to the victim yesterday?
No, I never saw her.
Please try and help me, madame.
Why should I help you? For your beautiful moustache? Heh. Come on, move along now. You're scaring away my customers.
Please, do not be ridiculous. I know that you went to the tobacco shop yesterday.
Well?
It is your duty to tell me if you saw something unusual.
Who do you think you are telling me what to do? Get away from my stall!
なかなか堅くなですね、この女の人。
Oh, you again? I've nothing to say.
仕方がない。ちょっと離れて。
Hey, Poirot. Is the greengrocer causing trouble?
No, please, leave her, Chief.
I found the victim's niece.
Thank you. Jap had the body removed out of respect for the victim's niece.
あら、小箱なんてあったっけ、小袋なんて。いや、違いますね。これは元々あったものですね。
Red liquid is oozing out.
いちご。あ、そうじゃん。だからいちごがいるんだ。もう一回ちょっと行ってみましょうかね。いけるかな。
Oh, you again?
A bottle of poor quality. The murderer probably pretended to be a customer. He hit the shopkeeper from behind as she turned around to serve him.
まず観察してみましょう。
Is our grief sincere?
下がったね。ハンケチ。
She appears to be very upset. She's dressed in mourning. She looks fragile. Please excuse me, Mademoiselle Drawer. Stop crying, please. It is very annoying.
お願いしてね。
You don't understand. My aunt was the only family I had.
Your aunt did not have any children. Is that correct?
No. She was separated from her husband.
What do you think about Franz Asher, your aunt's husband?
He never left her alone. Poor aunt. She used to drop by all the time and make a scene.
Was your aunt afraid of her husband?
He shouted a lot, but she wasn't afraid of him. Why, he used to slink away when she turned on him. He was afraid of her, if you like.
Did your aunt enjoy good health?
She had a bad throat,
No,
but she was well cared for by a doctor in London.
Does Franz Asher work?
All he's done for years is drink and gamble, but he used to be a very good cabinet maker.
What does he live on?
My aunt used to give him 5 shillings a week.
Did Franz Asher extort this money from her?
No, no, she didn't let him intimidate her. She gave the money quite willingly. He was her husband. She couldn't leave him with nothing.
I understand. You have been of great assistance, mademoiselle. Please take this young lady home.
My pleasure.
Well, this Franz Asher does not seem to be quite so dangerous as Jab says. And since Alice Asher gave him money regularly, it was not in his interest to kill her.
めっちゃ身だしなみ整えてますね。
We have to wait for him to sleep it off. He's a...
There must be some way of...
I wonder what his wife used to...
そこでさっきのビネガーじゃないですかね。ちょっと前に。
It's Alice Asher's notebook. Ah, that's interesting. Bodley. The fruit seller asked...
ほほ
Mary Drower was telling the truth. Mrs. Asher regularly gave... A box of new stockings.
さあ、まずはこの瓶をもらっていきましょうか。
Strawberries, 6p a pound.
A bottle of poor quality. Your fruit is rotten.
What? A foreigner dares to say that?
According to the victim's account book, you owed her £10 for tobacco and magazines.
That's a lie. She owed me £1. I swear.
Now, please be so kind as to explain this.
Look at my account book. Alice owed me £11 for fruit and vegetables. I may have had a slate at her shop, but she had one at mine. She owed me £1. And that reminds me I have to get it back from her niece.
That is quite enough. Your account book has saved you. But I might ask Chief Inspector Japp to throw you in the cells for 1 or 2 nights while he checks your entries. Do you want to go to prison?
Prison? Now that's not fair. I haven't done nothing.
In that case, I am counting on your full collaboration.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Listen, I didn't kill Alice, I swear. But it's true that I did go to the shop yesterday.
At what time?
6 o'clock. She left me a note saying she wanted some strawberries if I got some.
6時くら
I
い。
received them late, about 6. So I took them over to her.
But you did not see her.
She wasn't in the shop, so I just put the strawberries on the counter and left.
Did you see anything unusual in the shop?
No. Well, maybe one thing. There was always a railway guide on the counter. Alice didn't sell them. Maybe it's the customer who left it there.
You were not alarmed?
I thought Alice had just gone to get her medicine from her room and that she'd be straight back.
You mentioned medicine.
Something for her cough. She used to take it a lot.
Who do you think killed her?
France. Her scoundrel of a husband. He was always after her for something. Well, he's a foreigner. Sorry, sir. What I mean is he's German. That's even worse.
Did you see Franz Asher enter the tobacco shop late yesterday afternoon?
Well, no. But at that time of the day, the streets are packed, and I have better things to do than watch her shop.
なんというかこの女も怪しいんだ
I
よ。
will not obtain. I'll just borrow your bottle a moment.
Take it. It's what Alice used to sober up her husband. But try not to empty the bottle.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
「素朴な懺悔室」なんだろうな、このゲーム多分面白いんだと思うんだけど翻訳が微妙だ。
The priority is to question Asher. He's not in any condition. Mes amis, I can say without a doubt that poor Mrs. Asher was killed between 5:30 and 6.
Killed when the street was packed with people. That's rather bold.
I've been talking to the neighbors, and
No one's seen anything? Or rather, it's anything and everything. Am I wrong?
no.
Yeah. We must grill this villain Asher before he falls asleep again. This man is in rather a bad state.
目に青段ができてるし、鼻血も出てますね。唇か。服も破れてる。
This man has been fighting and he smells of alcohol. Care for a cigarette, monsieur?
What's that? Scented cigarettes? No, thanks.
Bien. I was trying to be friendly, but you are quite right. Let us get down to business. You threatened to kill your wife, and now she is dead.
So what? You shouldn't take things so seriously, sir. Nothing but empty threats. We didn't get on all that badly.
So, if things were going so well with your wife, Why did you not live with her?
She was the one that left. Nothing to do with me, sir.
Ah, women are flighty creatures. Did she run away with another man?
Flighty? You talk funny. One thing for sure, if my wife was seeing another man, I'd have given her a good beating.
Interesting. And what were you doing yesterday at the end of the afternoon?
Can't recall.
Come on, my friend. Try to remember. It is important.
I'm really sorry, sir, but I don't remember a thing.
I see. But maybe you do remember threatening to kill your wife?
So what? You shouldn't take things so seriously, sir. Nothing but empty threats. We didn't get on all that badly.
Are you often involved in fights?
I don't know what you mean.
Asher, look me in the eye and tell me that you were in a fight.
I'm looking. No, I wasn't in a fight.
You are right. Looking at the state of you, you did not defend yourself. So someone gave you a good beating.
A beating? No way. All right, he tore my coat and gave me a black eye. You see the state of him?
Very interesting. Who is the other that you struck?
Probably best if I tell you everything. Yesterday afternoon, I met Roderick Tanner. We'd bet on a dog fight together.
An illegal bet, naturally.
Yes, sir. Our dog won. Roderick got the money, but he refused to give me my share.
And you fought about it. What time was this?
In the evening, about 6, I think. We were on the other side of town. You see, I couldn't have killed my wife.
Asher's alibi appears to be confirmed. All the same, I'm going to call and check.
One thing is certain, Ash...
But he's not very educated. It certainly was not him who wrote the letter signed ABC. Let's resume, Hastings. We know the murderer pretended to be a customer. He did not kill her for money. That appears to be certain.
I agree with you on that point.
And the murderer left an ABC guide as a signature. Therefore, it's likely he wrote the letter.
Indeed, but that doesn't explain why and how he did it.
But as for how he did it... The killer enters the shop. Mrs. Asher turns around to greet her customer. The murderer asks her for some tobacco. She turns her back to him. He seizes the opportunity to strike her.
He then places the ABC on the counter before leaving.
The ABC was not found like that. We are not far from the solution, Hastings. Would you mind if we thought about it a little more? The killer enters the shop.
なかなかめんどくさいですね。進む。
Mrs. Asher turns around to greet her customer. The murderer asks her for some tobacco. She turns her back to him. He seizes the opportunity to strike her. He then places the ABC upside down before leaving. Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
Asher has a strong alibi, and we don't have any other suspect. But what was...
She had no debts. She gave from...
No doubt about it, the murder...
Bien, let's go back to London.
No, unfortunately...
See you soon, then.
Well, do you have any idea about the killer's identity?
The crime was committed by a man of medium height, with red hair and suspicious eyes. He has a slight limp on the right foot.
Poirot!
Mon ami, what do you want? You fix upon me a look of dog-like devotion and demand of me a...
What should we do?
Nothing. Do not be so impatient. I will go and see. Daily Flicker, June the 22nd, 1935. Ah, some cool air. It is not the right... It is not the right time. No doubt about it. Hey. Yes, yes. Dear Mr. Poirot, well, what do you think? I believe that I won this round. We're having a crazy time. The next crime will be in Bexhill. We must warn Jap to Scotland Yard.
Did the letter indicate anything that might help the police?
To be honest, I think we can already guess something about the next victim. But I need to think about it a little more. It's impossible to get through to Scotland Yard. Let us examine this more closely. Certain characters in the two letters may have similar defects. Let us examine the characters in this word. The W is not printed properly. However, the characters in the two words... Of course, the W characters in the two... I have to find some other similar defects. Yes, the A... Right. Let us compare this with the other letter. That's right. The A character... I have to find some other similar... Yes, this I is... Right. Let us compare this with the other letter. Yes, the I ca... My theory was right. These two... Both letters were written on the...
You surprise me, Poirot.
But there is nothing usual about this case. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
So, Poirot, have you found something?
Oui, I believe so. But I am afraid it is not enough to stop the murderer. Let us go and see Chief Inspector Japp. I will explain there. No doubt about it.
It may be time to go. It may be time.
なんだ、何もないのか。
To Scotland Yard, please. It is now the right time. Like all hunters, Hastings has always been fascinated. Japp has invested a great deal in his career. Japp is an investigator greatly respected by his peers. Japp appears to be snowed under. Jap appears to already be overloaded with work. My news is not going to improve matters. Bonjour, Chief Inspector. I am afraid we have some bad news. I have just received another letter signed ABC.
Are you completely...
I have compared...
Good God, Poirot. Bexhill is very...
I suspect that the...
What on...
I thought about it when I saw the name Ash.
So, it's an alphabet fiend. I'm going to have a list...
Bien, oui.
You have a few days to...
Thank...
Poirot?
Chief Inspector Jap, your call...
Indeed, we have just found the body of a young woman on the beach.
We'll be there.
Bexhill is a delightful town. It would be nice to come back and visit.
I do not entirely agree. Walking at the beach damages my
So the years have not spared you, my friend. It's the same for all...
That is exactly what I said to myself.
What?
Do not be offended, Hastings. I can see Jap waiting for us. And from his face, I would say that things are not looking good. Bexhill seems to be a pleasant little town. Bexhill is a pretty little seaside resort with elegant architecture, although personally I prefer more modern buildings.
さあ、そろそろやめようかと思うんですが、いまいち切りが悪いな。じゃあまあ、話しかけたところで終わろうかな。
How do you do, gentlemen?
Chief,
I fear you're... We haven't yet identified... Death occurred last night.
was...
Come on, Poirot, that...
Are you certain?
The body hasn't been moved.
Has the...
Not yet, but I'm planning to.
Nobody... No way.
Indeed.
It's early days.
This hut is locked. This hut is locked.
さあ、素直にしちゃいますかね。
She was a great beauty. These marks have been left by a rope or a braided cloth. A braided silk belt. It may have... This key is too small to be... The guide is open at the... The young woman wasn't wearing shoes or a coat. Either the murderer stole her belongings, or... Apart from the marks on her neck, let us now try and get... The poor child must have been strangled with his braided belt. Unfortunately, in view... Let us now try and get our brain cells to work. The medical officer should confirm that...
That's what I... She shows the usuals.
With a little luck, we'll...
You are too optimistic, Hastings. Hastings appears to be ill at ease. This hut is locked.
全部ロックかかってんのか？お、かかってないところですね。
A dual locking padlock. I need to find the code and then insert a key.
二重構造の錬金銃。そうですね。何かあるかな。インタラクト。715かな、これは。7、1、5使うと。さあ、これでどうでしょうか。さあ、これで出来上がりですね。
It definitely was here that the victim
これ
left.
処理品を置いていった。
The purse is full. Yet again, we...
物取りではない。
Here is the watch she must have removed to prevent it from getting wet. A top brand lipstick,
模試器を使っていた。
as well as a photo of the...
写真。
Betty's first day at work. Mom is very proud of... So, the young lady did have a name starting with B.
Jap has gone to the police. The victim has been identified and her family had reported...
Elizabeth Barnard, mainly Betty.
But Poirot, how on earth?
Never mind. Do you have her address? You are far too impatient, Hastings. Let the poor people take in the news first. Let us go and visit the cafe where Betty worked.
今日はこんなところで終わりましょうかね。よし。で、一応まあボーナス。
When we receive the first letter, Hastings thinks that the old lady, Mrs. Asher, is the old lady. We investigate the first a few weeks later.
And ああ、再現でこれのことか。いや。
The killer enters the shop.
じゃあ終了で。よし。終わります。